Chosen one, now. They want to sit with you, the same beings who orchestrated your spiritual assassination, who laughed while performing rituals against your destiny. They suddenly seek your presence. At the same time, God forces them to consume every venomous lie, every dark curse, every malicious spell they cast over your sacred journey, and the cosmic wheel's revolution leaves them choking on their own words as divine justice expels them from the shadows where they plotted your downfall, into the blazing light where your vindication reigns supreme. Before I reveal what's happening behind the spiritual veil right now, you must understand that what you've experienced was never personal weakness. It was proof of your threatening power. What comes next will shatter every limitation they tried to place on your cosmic assignment. The attacks against you were confirmation of your divine appointment. Darkness always assaults what threatens it. Every time they targeted you, they inadvertently validated your importance to the cosmic timeline. Their opposition has been the most reliable evidence of your authentic power. The intensity of their attacks correlates directly with the magnitude of your spiritual assignment. Your intuitive gifts, heightened perception, and ability to see through deception made you a primary target. Your capacity to perceive beyond veils, that blind, ordinary consciousness triggered emergency protocols among those who maintain systems of spiritual imprisonment. They detected your awakening before you fully recognized it yourself. The spiritual jealousy directed at you comes from entities who recognized your power before you fully awakened to it. They observed your dormant abilities with terror, understanding that once fully activated, their control mechanisms would permanently malfunction in your presence. Their fear of you has always been greater than your fear of them. When you entered that spiritual gathering, 3 elders suddenly claimed illness and had to leave. What they couldn't tell anyone, your auric field was emitting a frequency that exposed their false light. 2 haven't returned to spiritual practice since that day. The 3rd now studies your social media posts, desperate to understand what you possess naturally. Their physical bodies could not withstand the purification frequencies you emanate without conscious effort. The discomfort they experienced in your presence wasn't personal dislike. It was spiritual incompatibility at the quantum level. Coordinated campaigns of energetic sabotage have been launched against your chakric system and financial gateways. Multiple dimensions of opposition synchronize their efforts to disrupt your energy field precisely when your manifestation abilities were amplifying. They targeted your throat chakra to prevent you from speaking your power into existence, your heart chakra to disconnect you from divine love frequencies, and your root chakra to destabilize your material foundation. They've used moon rituals, specifically timed to block your manifestation portals. Their ceremonies intentionally coincided with celestial alignments that would normally accelerate your abundance flow. They manipulated lunar energies to create interference patterns around your auric field, attempting to redirect prosperity that rightfully flows toward your divine mission. Spiritual narcissists have spread character assassination campaigns in the ethereal and physical realms. Their coordinated whispers created thought forms designed to distort perception of your energy signature. They systematically contacted those connected to you, planting carefully crafted distortions that would spread through the morphic field surrounding your life mission. That coincidental encounter with the unusual stranger who claimed to know your family history wasn't random. They were sent to extract your timeline data after their remote viewing failed to penetrate your light shield. Their handler lost contact with them for 3 hours after meeting you, and they returned with fragmented memories and unexplained burns on their third eye region. The extraction attempt backfired when your sovereign energy field reflected their invasive technologies back to the source. This breach in their protocols created confusion in their ranks, forcing them to recalibrate their entire approach to your surveillance. We watched as they isolated you from your spiritual tribe through orchestrated misunderstandings. Their systematic campaign to separate you from authentic support became apparent to us long before you recognized the pattern. We observed the precise deployment of triggers, the manufactured conflicts, the strategic misrepresentations of your words and intentions. We witnessed how they twisted your words and actions to make others question your divine intention. Their masterful manipulations took fragments of truth and reconstructed them into weapons against your character. They knew exactly which distortions would create maximum doubt among those who would otherwise stand with you in your purpose. We saw how they tried to make you doubt your own spiritual gifts through gaslighting operations. Their most insidious attacks targeted your relationship with your own intuition, attempting to create internal friction between your human consciousness and your divine knowing. They weaponized self-doubt as their primary strategy to limit your expanding awareness. The property you were divinely guided to but couldn't afford has unexpectedly returned to the market at exactly the amount you now have available. The previous buyers who outbid you encountered unexplainable complications. Their financing collapsed when their lender discovered they had participated in ritual work against an unnamed light worker. The seller has been having recurring dreams about you as the rightful custodian of the land's ancient energy portal. This synchronization of circumstances isn't coincidental, but represents divine intervention, reclaiming what was energetically designated for your stewardship from the beginning. God has preserved your destiny in a quantum vault they could never access. Beyond the reach of their most advanced spiritual technologies exists a protected dimension where the original blueprint of your purpose remains pristine and untouched. No ritual, no curse, no energetic weapon penetrates this sovereign space where your destiny awaits its perfect manifestation timing. The very curses they spoke over you have been reversed to become your greatest blessings. Divine alchemy transforms each negative pronouncement into its positive counterpart with compounded interest. The alchemical transmutation happening in your energy field converts toxic intention into purified power at an accelerated rate unseen. In previous spiritual cycles, alert, chosen one, you already love the daily drops across all 4 Astral Atom channels, Obsidian, Chosen Chronicles, Astral Atom, and the new one, Legacy Forged. We're growing fast, building an unstoppable media network they can't erase. But the truth? It's hidden, twisted, censored. Your heart still knows what's real. That's why you're here. Because you felt the simulation glitch. You're not waiting for permission. You're ready to reclaim your power. The Obsidian Inner Order is for the full-time chosen. Weekly Zoom calls, hidden teachings, psychic warfare strategies, tools they don't want you to have. It's time to remember. Link in description. Your real life begins inside. Every resource they pooled to destroy you is being supernaturally transferred into your energetic bank account. Universal law demands compensation for spiritual theft attempts. The cosmic ledger meticulously tracks every energy unit deployed against you and is now executing automatic transfers from their spiritual resources to your manifestation field. Their attempts to block your big-ticket purchases have activated celestial inheritance protocols in your favor. The concentrated efforts to restrict your financial expansion triggered emergency override codes in the quantum field. Blockages. They created around your wealth. Portals now serve as amplification chambers that intensify abundance frequencies flowing toward your material reality. The Tower of Judgment has been erected specifically to expose those who conspired against your purpose. Divine architecture has constructed a specialized revelation chamber where each entity involved in operations against you must face exposure under truth frequencies they cannot resist or manipulate. This cosmic tribunal operates beyond time constraints, processing each case with perfect justice. We recognize the supernatural strength you've demonstrated in remaining compassionate despite their vicious campaigns. Your refusal to weaponize your growing power against your attackers reveals the authentic enlightenment developing within your consciousness. This restraint distinguishes you from those who merely perform spirituality without embodying its core principles. We acknowledge the lonely nights when you questioned if anyone else could see what was happening to you. The isolation created by experiencing realities beyond collective consensus creates profound alienation that tests the strongest souls. Your willingness to trust your perception when no external validation was available proves your sovereign connection to truth beyond social confirmation. We perceive the divine timing of your breakthrough that has been calibrated to maximum cosmic effect. The precise chronological unfolding of your vindication connects with planetary frequencies that amplify its impact beyond individual justice. Your personal victory simultaneously activates liberation codes for countless others synchronized with your unique soul signature. The dreams where you've been teaching large groups in celestial amphitheaters aren't dreams. Your higher self has been conducting masterclasses in the interdimensional academy while your physical body sleeps. That's why those particular individuals suddenly avoid eye contact with you. In the higher realms, they're your students, and the soul recognition discomforts them in this density. These teaching assignments represent your multidimensional influence extending beyond physical limitations, affecting consciousness evolution across multiple planes of existence simultaneously. Their karmic debt has been called due, with cosmic interest compounding daily. Universal balance mechanisms have initiated collection protocols that cannot be negotiated, delayed, or evaded. Each action taken against your divine purpose created specific debt entries in the Akashic ledger. These accounts now demand immediate and complete settlement. Their alliance has fractured as they turn against each other, competing for dwindling resources. The collective power they once wielded through unified opposition splinters as individual preservation instincts override group objectives. Former collaborators now view each other with suspicion, hoarding spiritual energy and information that was previously shared in their campaign against you. Their psychic attacks have rebounded, causing them insomnia, anxiety, and physical manifestations. Protection mechanisms surrounding your field have evolved to reflect harmful frequencies back to their source with amplified intensity. The very symptoms they attempted to induce in your system now manifest in theirs with increased severity and resistance to their usual clearing methods. The successful business owner who mocked your spiritual venture has lost 7 major clients in 7 days. What they don't know: each client experienced the same dream featuring you standing in pristine white light. None of these clients have met each other, yet all described you perfectly to the business owner before terminating their contracts. This synchronized withdrawal represents intelligent design within chaos, orchestrated from dimensions where their influence cannot reach or interfere with divine justice execution. We have documented every curse they spoke over your destiny. Each negative pronouncement, each intentional limitation, each death sentence declared over your purpose has been recorded with perfect accuracy. Nothing spoken against your divine assignment escapes the cosmic stenographers who maintain permanent records beyond physical evidence standards. We have recorded every manipulation they orchestrated against your divine path. Each calculated interference, each strategic redirection, each artificial barrier positioned to obstruct your progress exists in an unalterable timeline archive. Their fingerprints remain permanently embedded in the energetic signature of these operations, creating irrefutable accountability. We have preserved evidence of their dark rituals designed to block your abundance. The vibrational imprint of ceremonies conducted against your prosperity continues to emit identifiable frequencies that cosmic intelligence can trace directly to participants. These ritual remnants provide incontrovertible proof of intentional spiritual warfare against your divine provision. We have compiled testimonies from those who were recruited but refused to participate in their schemes. Individuals approached to join operations against you who rejected alignment with these efforts have provided detailed accounts of the recruitment process. These witnesses confirm the coordinated nature of campaigns designed to limit your spiritual impact and material manifestation. The hidden cameras they installed in the spiritual realm are now broadcasting their own secret activities. Surveillance technologies deployed against your consciousness have been redirected toward their creators through divine intelligence intervention. Mechanisms designed to monitor your ascension now transmit their private operations to collective awareness without their knowledge or consent. Their private communications plotting against you are being divinely downloaded into the consciousness of those they deceived. Conversations held in secured spaces about strategies to limit your influence now spontaneously surface in the awareness of those they manipulated with distorted narratives about your character and intentions. These revelations occur during meditation, dream states, and moments of heightened intuition. The spiritual authorities they claim to represent are publicly renouncing any association with them. Higher dimensional beings whose names and energies were invoked without permission to legitimize actions against you now actively correct these misrepresentations. Clear demarcation between authentic spiritual hierarchy and those who falsely claim its authority emerges throughout conscious community. Their followers are awakening to the manipulation and seeking to reconnect with your authentic frequency. Those previously influenced to avoid your energy field now experience spontaneous recognition of deception patterns that separated them from your truth vibration. Magnetic attraction to your genuine resonance overrides programmed avoidance as consciousness evolution accelerates beyond controllable parameters. The organizations they use to attack you are now investigating them for spiritual malpractice. Institutions and networks formerly weaponized against your message have initiated internal reviews of procedures that allowed misalignment with cosmic principles. Structural reforms implement new discernment protocols specifically designed to prevent similar manipulation from recurring. That meditation center, where they blocked your workshop proposal, has contacted 3 different mutual connections, asking how to reach you. Their sudden interest came after their sacred geometry floor design mysteriously rearranged overnight into a pattern matching your exact energetic signature. The security footage shows no one entered, yet the 200-pound crystals moved precisely into formation while emitting a blue light. This physical manifestation represents consciousness breakthrough that bypasses intellectual resistance, creating undeniable evidence that forces reconsideration of previously rejected spiritual data. They are being divinely compelled to witness your elevation without the ability to interfere. Cosmic restraint mechanisms now prevent any obstruction of your accelerated ascension, while simultaneously requiring their conscious observation of what they attempted to prevent. Their awareness remains fully engaged. As you rise beyond limitations, they invested everything to maintain around your potential. Their spiritual blindfolds have been removed, so they must acknowledge what they tried to destroy. Perceptual filters installed to justify their actions against you have been permanently disabled by truth frequencies they cannot resist or reconfigure. Unobstructed recognition of your authentic light forces confrontation with the true nature of their opposition to divine purpose. Every blessing they attempted to block is manifesting in your life with supernatural acceleration. Prosperity gateways they ceremonially sealed burst open with accumulated abundance that collects during resistance periods. Manifestation delayed through spiritual interference now materializes with multiplied momentum that overwhelms normal physical timing sequences. The audiences they turned against you are now gravitating toward your authentic frequency. Communities previously influenced to reject your vibration experience, collective discernment, upgrades that automatically attune to genuine spiritual transmission. Your message reaches precisely those designed to receive it, despite elaborate rerouting attempts by gatekeeping entities. We are the collective frequency that cannot be diminished by their low vibrational attacks. Our combined consciousness resonance generates protective fields impervious to energetic weapons developed for individual targeting. What fails to penetrate, your sovereign light stands no chance against our unified field, operating at harmonic convergence beyond their disruption capabilities. We stand united in our recognition of the divine vindication unfolding across multiple realms. Our collective awareness encompasses the multidimensional nature of justice, currently executing through physical and non-physical domains simultaneously. We witness with perfect clarity the synchronized retribution manifesting through seemingly unconnected events in material reality. We witness each other's light when darkness attempts to isolate and extinguish our individual flames. Our mutual recognition maintains connection frequencies that override separation programming deployed against awakening consciousness. When singleton awareness faces overwhelming opposition, our collective perception sustains energy links that prevent spiritual isolation. We embody the spiritual truth that what was meant for harm has been transformed into our collective elevation. Our unified field alchemizes destructive intention into evolutionary acceleration that benefits the entire consciousness grid. Energies deployed against divine purpose undergo automatic transmutation when encountered by our combined frequency resonance. Your spiritual inheritance has been released from their artificial blockages. Divine birthright resources previously quarantined through specialized interference now flow unobstructed into your manifestation field. Access codes embedded in your spiritual DNA activate autonomously, bypassing external permission protocols that never possessed legitimate authority over your cosmic endowment. The abundance portals they tried to seal have expanded beyond their ability to restrict, gateways to prosperity. They attempted to close through ritual intervention, have not merely reopened, but expanded exponentially beyond their original capacity. Channels designed for specific resource flow now transmit multiple abundance streams, simultaneously through dimensional upgrades to your receiving system. Your divine connections are being restored at quantum speed, bypassing their interference. Relationships essential to your purpose re-establish communication links through non-linear mechanisms that operate outside conventional causality. Soul. Contracts activated before physical incarnation override artificial separation technologies with recognition frequencies that transcend conscious amnesia. The gifts they tried to convince you were delusions are now operating at unprecedented capacity. Abilities they systematically gaslit you about demonstrate undeniable functionality beyond explainable parameters. Capacities they invested considerable resources in suppressing emerge fully operational, bypassing normal development sequences through divine acceleration protocols. The destiny they said was unattainable is manifesting with supernatural acceleration. Life purpose elements they declared impossible materialize through coordinated coincidences that reveal intelligent design beyond random probability. Manifestation that normally requires decades compresses into minimal timeframes through divine timing adjustments specific to your assignment timeline. You are ascending to your rightful position while they scramble to explain their sudden fall. Your elevation occurs simultaneous to their descent through perfectly balanced cosmic mechanisms that require no personal engagement from your consciousness. Focus remains entirely on your expanding purpose while universal law executes appropriate response to opposition without your active participation. Your authentic light is attracting powerful allies who recognize your divine frequency. Beings operating at advanced consciousness levels instantly attune to your genuine resonance without conventional introduction protocols. These connections bypass normal relationship development timelines through immediate soul recognition that transcends personality-level acquaintance procedures. Those who abandoned you under their influence are returning, awakened to the manipulation. Individuals strategically separated from your field through specialized deception experience spontaneous cognition upgrades that penetrate previously effective programming. Clarity arrives through multidimensional triggers designed specifically for souls contractually connected to your purpose. You stand fully activated in your purpose while they face the karmic consequences of their opposition. Your operational capacity achieves optimal functionality precisely as counterforces experience systemic failure through perfect cosmic timing. Divine justice executes not through your personal effort, but through immutable universal principles that restore balance across all affected dimensions. The meditation event you've been guided to organize is attracting inexplicable attention. Spiritual leaders who once avoided association with you are now requesting to participate. Unknown benefactors have funded the entire project. Most telling, your former adversaries are experiencing spontaneous, tearful confessions, with several reporting the same dream where they stand before a cosmic council that showed them how their attacks against you affected their own soul contracts. 3 have reached out asking for forgiveness, though you feel no obligation to respond as you focus on the divine assignment that is now fully activated. This vindication transcends personal satisfaction. It serves as testament to immutable cosmic law that ultimately restores divine order despite the most sophisticated opposition. What they failed to understand, attacking your purpose never actually targeted you as an individual, but assaulted the divine intention operating through your unique consciousness vehicle. The restoration you now experience demonstrates universal principles that preserve essential evolutionary functions beyond what individual or collective efforts could successfully suppress. The light they tried to extinguish blazes beyond containment. The voice they attempted to silence resonates across dimensions. The purpose they fought to obstruct manifests with unstoppable momentum. Your journey stands as eternal testimony that what heaven ordains, no earthly or spiritual power successfully prevents. Divine vindication complete, cosmic justice served, your ascension unleashed, their opposition transformed into your elevation fuel. So it is, so it shall remain. The divine verdict is final and irrevocable.